Continue from part two of ACD call processing. In this video, we're going to go into more deeper in terms of understanding how the combination of standard and bullseye routing can affect your agent selection. Now, here is an example of four agent with different languages, ACD skills. You have average proficiency rating, you have bullseye ring, and the time since last ACD interactions. So if you take a look at this scenario, you'll see you got agent 1, 2, and 3, and 4, each all having the same language skills, French and English. You have the ACD skills being French support for the first three, while the last agent only have the France. So if you're looking for support, definitely the last agent will not be selected at all. Now, if you are going by average proficiency rating, then in this scenario and you're choosing the best available skills, you got agent number 4 who has the highest rating, and agent number 1 has the lowest proficiency rating. Now, when it comes to ring, if you're going by the ring number, then agent 1 or 2 will be selected because they are on the ring 1, when agent 3 and 4 are in a higher ring number. Therefore, they will be selected later. And then, of course, if you go by, let's say, time since the last ACD interactions, or basically the longest idle time, then in this scenario, agent number 4 will be the preferred method. But if you're combining all this, then in this scenario, if you choose a standard ACD, it will select the agent number 3 who has all the required skills and has been waiting for the longest period of time. So that would be if you're going by, let's say, a normal ACD standard, standard ACD routing. But if you go with the bullseye routing, the interaction will be routed to agent number 1 who has the required skills, like for example language, as well as ACD, and has been waiting for the longest period of time on ring number 1. So between these two, this is the longest period of time. So you can see how if you organize your skills appropriately into the right group, it will make take those precedents into effect. Now, if you're choosing the best available skills, in this scenario, where the previous scenario is all skills matching, meaning that agent has to match all the skills, this one will be best available skills. So if I go by the same metric that as I did last time, and if I choose the standard ACD routing, then when a call comes in, it will be routed to agent number 2. So you have to now figure out why agent number 2 is selected. Well, first of all, we're looking for the best available skills, all right? So that means that if you look at agent has the skills, it has the both language and the ACD. It is on ring number 1, so that's the first thing you're going to look at. And then you're going to say, okay, this guy, because I'm on ring number 1 and I'm using bullseye. Sorry, if I'm using bullseye, then means I'm going to look at the ring number, right? So between ring number 1, I got two agent 1 and agent 2, but between agent 1 and agent 2 has the highest proficiency skills. If I were to go, let's say, standard ACD functionality, in a standard ACD functionality, I'm not going to look at the ring number. So it's still going to choose the available agent number 2, simply because of the highest proficiency. Now you might be asking, well, hold on a second, agent number 4 has the highest proficiency. True, but agent number 4 does not have the support ACD skills, and we're looking for best available skills, right? So that means you got to be part of all of them equally. So this is how you would organize your agent settings when you assign them appropriate language skills or ACD skills. When you assign them appropriate star or the ring number. So make sure that you understand which one will be selected when you're using this standard ACD. If you're using the standard ACD, ring number will not be used, but you could use the proficiency, ACD skills, language skills, or idle a long time. But if you are going to use a bullseye routing, it will select the bullseye ring number first to narrow down the search. And then once you have X number of agent in that particular ring number, it will take other criteria to select those agent. All right, so hopefully you got an idea. There will be more detailed discussions as we go through this course in the subsequent chapters. Now, when you're combining, for example, if you're combining the standard and bullseye, but this time you are disregarding the skills. So here we're saying, look, all skills matching and best available skills matching means we're going to take the skills into consideration, but we're also going to look at other factors. But here we're saying, look, we don't care about the agent skills. We don't care what skills they belong to. Okay, so now we're not going to worry about this. What will be the selection? So the selection will be, if you choose a standard ACD, is going to select the agent number 4 because he has been waiting for the longest period of time, 30 seconds. Now, if you choose the bullseye routing, it will select agent number 1 because on the ring number 1, which is the first selection, this guy is the highest in terms of idle longest time in the queue. So you can see we're totally ignoring the first two criteria. We're or even the proficiency. We're not even paying attention to that. So when you're dealing with all skills matching, or you're dealing with best available skills matching, what's going to happen is you're first going to focus on you're going to focus on for all these plus your ring number if you're doing the bullseye. If you're not doing the bullseye, then you don't care about the ring number. You're going to use all of them, including the idle timeout. But if you're disregarding the skills, in this scenario, the first 3 item will not be considered. Either the ring number will be considered or the idle time will be considered. So these are the 3 different options. You got all available skills, best available skills, or disregard skills as far as selection your agent. Agent utilization. In Genesys Cloud, you can configure the agent utilization where it will indicate the maximum number of concurrent interaction that Genesys Cloud ACD can assign to an agent. An interaction could be like how many voice call an agent can handle at a time, how many chat, email, messages, callback, or expressions. Imagine if you are an agent who are on a call. Usually you want an agent to handle maximum 1 call at a time. You don't want them to juggle between 2 different calls. So you want to do the minimum or maximum 1 voice call. But while I am talking to a customer, I could be chatting with 1 or 2 agent customers at a time. Now, obviously, you don't want to overwhelm the agent by having multiple chat window open, because he or she then can kind of give the wrong information to the wrong channel. So maybe you want to say, okay, allow 4 chat, 1 voice call, 1 email. But if you're doing an email, email channel can be interrupted by a voice call or a chat or a callback. So what's basically saying that if I am dealing with an email and suddenly there is a voice call coming in, it will interrupt that particular channel. And then of course you have a number of messages, number of callback, and social expression. Again, social expression, if I am dealing with some sort of social media comment, like on a Twitter, I'm responding to that, it could be interrupted by either a voice call, chat. So whichever is priority to your organization, you want you want that call to be handled first before any social media stuff that you might be dealing with. An example scenario, a contact center with a multiple inbound queue for calls, email, work callback, and a web chat. All agents are capable of handling 1 voice call, 1 callback, 1 chat simultaneously. The company allows agent to handle 2 emails at a time in addition to a call, per callback, and a chat. Since email is not a real-time interaction, it makes sense to make sure that the email it can be interrupted by any of these other options. Okay, So to make sure the agent receives the correct mix number of interaction, you want to set up one voice call, one chat, one callback, one social media expression. But when it comes to email, which is not interactive rather, you want to make sure that it is being interrupted by the most important channel for your organizations. Now, we talked about ACD skills in terms of skills when it comes to selection agent, but what is those skills? So when we talk about ACD skills and language skills, Genesys Cloud will evaluate all incoming interaction based on the input from the customer. Input could be the language they have selected, or maybe the menu they have selected. When you assign a skills to an agent, you can indicate the proficiency level of that agent by selecting the star rating. Remember in the previous video, I've shown you 5-star. You can start with 1-star, 2-star, and all the way to 5-star. 1-star means someone who's a very basic, 5-star means an expert level. Now to configure that, you want to go to the admin, select the agent's ACD skills, and then define the skills. So let me go and show you how to do that. So here I am on my Genesys Cloud admin page. You got ACD and language right there. And I have created a skills called collaboration. If you, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that. And I'm going to add a new one. So let's call this collaboration. And I've created a skills for it. Now I have to assign, if I go to languages, and I can choose the languages here. For example, I can choose English. Because I am right now in Canada, I'm going to choose France or French, not France, the country. Okay, so I got English and French, and I want to assign it to my agent. You will select the users. So let's say I choose Faisal Khan, and I'm going to edit skills. So collaboration, and here I can define the collaboration, the rating. So I can say 1-star or 5-star. I've been someone who's been dealing with collaboration for 5 years, so I'd like to give myself a little higher rating, right? Don't you agree? All right, so I'm going to give myself 4-star. And I don't want to be, I want to be a little bit modest. So I will give myself 4-star rather than 5-star. So that's basically how you did. Now I can speak English to a certain degree, and I'm still struggling. I'll choose the English as I'll say I'm good at up to 3 level, right? And I'm in an immigrant issue, so nothing much I can do. Now, what about my French? Well, I don't speak French at all. So therefore, I will not be part of the skills. If I spoke French to a certain degree, I might have selected, but quite honestly, I've tried and it just doesn't click to me. But I like the language. It is very nice, sounds at least. And that's how you assign agent with their skills as well as a language proficiency. So skills are tags that indicate your expertise or knowledge that an agent must have to handle an interaction, such as billing, SAP, database, Windows, Linux, routing, switching, collaboration, etc. Genesys Cloud assigns skills to interaction when either in an architect flow or email configuration under the admin menu, or a web page with a web chat transferred to a particular queue. Bullseye routing can strip skills from the interactions if required. Now, when it comes to languages are basically tags that state the agent has a proficiency in a certain language, English, French, Spanish, Chinese, whatever the language that you speak. When processing an incoming interaction in Genesys Cloud, ACD, it will only select an agent who has a language skills and any required ACD skills. So if if a user have selected English as a language, it will then most likely choose all the agent who has the English as a language plus all the ACD skills that are available. Then it will do that selection process that we talked about in the previous slide. A language are separate from skills, even though you can configure both on the same page. Languages are used to filter the agent before the calculating the score. So first is going to filter all the agent by the language and is not going to even bother worry about people who speak French. No disrespect to the French, but just saying, it will simply ignore them. It will take all the agent in the English speaking based on their English language selection, and then it's going to go in to calculate the score among those agents within the English language parameter. So bullseye routing cannot, however, strip skills, language skills from an interaction, because that is happening. Bullseye bullseye routing is happening after you go into the what do you call the architect, whereas the language skill will be selected before it selects all the agents, right? It filters it down, then it works with the agent, looks at the agent parameter. Whereas a bullseye needs to know what the parameter of the agents are. So therefore, it will not be used to collect that language information from the interactions. All right, so that is our part 3 of our ACD call processing. We'll continue on a next part about further discussion of the ACD processing.